Welcome back, Portal Masters. SCL Matt here with another live unboxing because that's what we're doing this week. Got lots of stuff ordered last week, lots of packages arriving this week. Jinigo, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here right on time. I'm sure you're not the only one, but first one in chat there. So today's package is going to be the third package of the 4 that I received yesterday. We opened 2 of them yesterday. Had that one kind of mystery box that was a little underwhelming, but still had some decent stuff in it. And I've talked to some people since then, and told me they actually needed more out of the first box than the second box. So there you go. I mean, it has helped some people already. So that is what I call a success. So with that being said, though, I think what's going to happen is I'm probably only going to open this one box today because I still need to set up for the auctions tomorrow. So here's your friendly weekly reminder. Tomorrow is Saturday. That means it's auction day, and there will be lots of stuff up for auction. I haven't fully decided exactly what will be on the auction block tomorrow. But if anybody has any requests or suggestions, I'm open to it. So if you know there's something that has been unboxed, you've seen that we talked about that you might be interested in, that that I don't have listed in the shop, um, let me know, and we can probably make that happen for the auction tomorrow. Um, but yeah, so I think it's just going to be the one box today, and then the big box, the big box, 54-pound box. I'll probably try to start tomorrow morning. Um, because that's gonna be a beast. That's gonna take a long time to unbox. So, um, I think we'll take care of that tomorrow while the auctions are running. I can do that. So, all right. With that being said, today's box is this one right here. Um, Fairly sizable box. I think it's pretty full. I believe it weighs around 10 pounds. I think I said, and got small layer bubble wrap, so that's cool. Tree Sun, welcome. Wolf Shadow, welcome. Waiting for Wham Shell. Yeah, I know, Ginger Go. That the big one is gonna be something to see, but we'll have to wait. Random Tintin, Tortle, new faces. I like this. Hello, hello. Earthen Avenger, welcome. Thank you once again for the custom figure yesterday. If anybody missed the custom figure yesterday, go watch the first unboxing from yesterday. At the beginning of it, I opened another mystery box that I had no idea what was in it. That was from Earthen Avenger, and it's, well, I'll tell you, it's that little surprise up there, but you can get a better look at it if you go watch the other video. Doodlehan, welcome. The giant storage bag from a few openings ago going for auction tomorrow. So most of the storage containers I have listed on the site. Like if you go in the menu, there's a section you can click on that says storage, or if you just search for storage, you should be able to find all the bags that I have up there. There may be one that I don't have listed there yet, just because it was a different style than I've had before, so I didn't get that listed yet. So thank you for that reminder. But yeah, if you're just interested in the other storage containers that we got, the Giants ones, I think. Oh no, the one that I don't have listed is the Giants one, so maybe that's the one you're talking about. I will try to get that up on the site, on the shop, if you're interested in that one. Hoping for a Tree Rex, aren't we all, Stalwart Team? Got to make it a true lot. All right. Kobe, Joseph, Clado. Wow, we got a lot of people in here today. Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I like it. Okay. So, Chase, Ethan, Airship, everybody. Wow. Keep them coming. I like this. Well, let's start this off with a bang. Um, First figure I picked up, Eon's Elite Eruptor. Now, I will say this is out of box, and this has been well used and rattled around in the box. So it is dinged up a little bit, like it's not in perfect condition. Um, there are some spots where the paint is rubbing away, but so basically what you would expect from a used figure, but it's still Eon's Elite Eruptor. So that's cool. So yeah, that'll just go in the shop as normal. That's not an auction item or anything. Just a used figure. We have a Series 2 Drill Sergeant. Wow. Perfect dual hand. Yeah, I'll get that one listed. I should be able to get that listed today. Thank you for the reminder. We have a countdown and another light core flashwing. Opens for an Eon's Elite Zook. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, the Eon's Elite have been kind of rare in the shop recently. We got Series 3 Twin Blade Chop Chop. And a Series 3 Prism Break, Hyper Beam Prism Break. And Series 1 Shroom Boom. Is Imaginators worth getting? Since not a lot of places sell the Imaginator figures. So, I mean, Imaginator figures are just hard to find. They're popular. They're a little more expensive because they were the last ones to be produced. I sell them. It's just I'm out of stock of a lot of them right now. Most of them. I used to have a ton of them. Like for a while, they were starting to build up, and I'm like, why is no one buying these? And then all of a sudden, everybody started buying them, and now I have like none. So I'm working on stocking them up again. But yes, I totally would say Imaginators is worth getting. Yes, absolutely. And if you keep an eye out, whether on my shop or eBay or whatever, like you'll be able to find Imaginator figures over time. Maybe not all in one shot, but yeah, I would definitely say get the game. It's fun. Even if you don't get all the figures, it's still a lot of fun. Yeah, and if you have a lot of other Skylanders, like you'll still be able to play. So cool. Courtney, you're sold out of Imaginator too. Yeah, like I have. I think I still have a few Crash and Cortex figures. Um, Maybe a legendary tri-tip. Like I'm actually sold out a regular tri-tip. I want to say there's one or two other. Like I still have some Golden Queen and Kingpin, but those have been selling actually too, surprisingly. Um, there's something else. Pretty sure I have at least one other Imaginator in stock, but yeah, it's very low right now. That's why I said I'm really hoping for some Imaginators today. Um, but yeah, you haven't seen. Don't recall seeing the Eon's Elite except for at GameStop. Okay. Um, yeah, I mean that's where they were sold most of the time. That's where most people could find them. Um, and yeah, since then they don't pop up a lot. I mean, they were expensive and they're collector's items, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of legendary characters in general most of the time, even the blue ones, but the red ones are a little bit weird. All right, let's see what else we got. Top half of Washbuckler, set that aside. Got ourselves a food fight. Great. Pop Fizz Series 1, the original. And I don't think this is the wham shell you're looking for, but I got a light core wham shell. Rose of Death. Yes. You can definitely use Trap Team Portal. That works on everything. I think the Swap Force will work. The only one I would question is superchargers, but I think that might work as well on SSA. Um, but trap team works for sure. And here's the other way around. You think the red legendaries look better than the blue ones? See, everybody's gonna have separate opinions. I get it. I get it. All right. Well, oh, that was weird. This is a good sign though. Um, two fire reactor creation crystals. So I would expect at least starter pack figures, but hopefully some more. We got ourselves a series 2 trigger happy, coins intact. Got ourselves a mirror of mystery. If anyone likes an extra level. There, ooh, shoot. A damaged legendary free ranger. I'm actually surprised I don't see this one more often. He's missing his feather back here. I've always thought that was kind of, you know, loose and rubbery and um yeah. Okay. Well, that'll be a discount figure for someone. We got ourselves a Riptide and a Series 2 double. Uh, is apparently my internet is sketchy right now. Okay. I'm kind of taking a little pause here just because it looked like my internet was going in and out. It seems to be getting better. If I can get a confirmation that I'm back and you can hear me, um, that if you can hear and see me too, I guess would be useful for an unboxing. But it looks like it's back working now. Okay. Yeah. I that's the thing. I think I've told you I used StreamYard before, and they actually did implement this thing a few months ago that'll show you if you have like a weak signal, and that did pop up, and I'm like, shoot, that's not good. And then my screen started like flickering on and off. Whew. So thank you all for that confirmation that I'm back. So just in time because I found another exciting piece and I wanted to show you, and then the screen went black. Sad day. Anyway, it's not the one we're looking for, but we have another Eon's Elite Stealth Elf this time. So our second Eon's Elite, which may bode well for what was it? We were looking for Eon's Elite. Was it Zook or no? No, you said I short term memory loss went out with my internet. Anyway, two Eon's Elite figures. I'll take it. All right. Got ourselves a Series 2 heavy duty sprocket. This is one that I said I've been surprised recently has been selling out as fast as I can get them in. And I mean, it surprises me for how much, like I said, people say they don't like sprocket. but I guess people just want to complete their collections sometimes too. Here is Series 2 Stealth Elf. And a Series 2 Hex. And there is Dunebug. One of the great paint jobs. Yeah, I there's really not much Imaginators in stock. That I need to get some more. I really need to get some more. We got ourselves a legendary, back to the blue and gold, legendary Hurricane Jetvac. His second legendary figure. And here is a Series 2 Spyro. A little bit more difficult to find in an average Spyro figure. And a Series 3 Eruptor, Lava Barf Eruptor. You still have a case of Lycor Hex. That's awesome. Yeah, I never stocked up on them when they were on super sale, but as a group, there are probably less Imaginators out there than any other game. Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible. But I think that people always just like, but like that's what people are hunting for the most, because it's the last game. It's the newest game, I should say. Put that. That's how I like to phrase it. It's the newest game. We have Series 1 Rollerball and Series 3 Whirlwind, Hornblast Whirlwind. Jindigo, that's what I offer. If you're a VIP, you get 20% off everything. How do I make a profit? I make it work. I make it work. I make sure I find good deals on these lots. That's what it is. So, yeah, it's a little bit of work on my part, but it's possible. It's possible. So yeah, if you want to get 20% off all your orders from the shop, not auctions, but from the shop, yeah, go down to supportscl.com, like it says on the bottom of the screen there, and you can become a VIP and get 20% off everything. So, Adam, Green Gill grunts for $1. You're killing me. Clado, you can make an account. If the easiest way with either while you're placing an order, there's a little box you can check that says create an account, or if you go to like you can do it from the front page. If you click on my account right under shop there, you can when you click on my account, you'll have the option to log in or register, and so if you register, you can make an account there. When are the auctions becoming visible? Well, after this stream, because I have to put them up for this week yet. I haven't gotten that far. That's why we're only doing one unboxing today instead of two. So yeah, the auctions will be available either later this afternoon or early evening, somewhere in there. Sometime tonight yet. Really new game. They don't have to release new figures, but at least something where you can use your old figures. Yeah. They have options. And that's what I'm saying. Like the new game that they put out could be all digital and just let us have the option to use our old figures, and it would be a huge success. I think that would work so well. Ethan, thank you for confirming this. All portals work on SSA. So Rose of Death, like that should help you out there. All portals work on SSA. That's random. But yeah, Garden Flag and Neighbors Cats keep setting it off every minute. Oh man, there's got to be a way to like calibrate that or something, right? Whale came. Unfortunately, no. Right now, I only ship to the US. The biggest problem with international shipping, aside from the extended shipping times, which right now, the last package I sent to Europe took 6 weeks to get there. Um, and people have told me they're okay with waiting. Well, the problem is there's still a minimum of $25 shipping for international shipping. Um, and that's just if I send like one or two figures. If a package gets heavier, it's going to cost more. And then there are also customs fees for most countries. So you're going to have to pay something when you pick up the package on your end, which I don't know how much that is. It varies country to country. Um, but between the increased shipping fees and the customs fees, it usually doesn't make sense to buy from my shop anymore. Like you can find better prices locally. Um, However, I have had some international customers um, that have purchased from me. They use a freight forwarder. Now, there's a bunch of these companies out there, and they all specialize in shipping to different countries. So you have to do your own research wherever you live. But what that does is it allows me to ship to a U.S. address, and that company, so like the shipping costs, I don't have to charge you extra for shipping. You may have to pay that company something. Um, but I can ship to a US address. And what I found is they somehow have like an express way of getting through customs or something, because packages that go through the freight forwarder tend to get there faster than if I try to ship them directly to you. Like I don't have a full explanation for that. But that's the experience that I've had. So if you really want to order from me right now, I would definitely suggest looking into a freight forwarder. Um, Adam, thank you very much. Yeah, this is a lot of fun for me, so I'm glad that people are enjoying it. I like the Toys R Us. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'll have to make a video sometime of all the figures sitting on my shelves and such. Most of them are like in boxes and in drawers and stuff, so like you can't just see them, but I can give you an idea of the stock that I have right now. So yeah, it's good to know there's still Skylanders communities. I was surprised when I came back, but very thankful, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure um, it sticks around. All right, all right. So moving along, we have Series Two Wrecking Ball. Series Two Wrecking Ball. Got a Series Two Blizzard Chill from Swap Force. Say Series Two Shroom Boom, Sure Shot Shroom Boom. One of 5 reposes in Trap Team. Still want to know who came up with that suggestion. It's like, yeah, we got to repose Shroom Boom. Everybody loved him. Really? Um, Deja Vu. Deja Vu. Series 1 Jetpack. Miley Cyrus's favorite character. Yeah, Wrecking Ball. Sure. I gotcha. I gotcha. We got ourselves a snapshot. It appears to be intact today. For how many broken ones I get. It's a Series 1 Slam Bam. And a Slobbertooth. Hey, like I said, every character is someone's favorite. Someone's gonna like him for sure. Just I mean, from a sales perspective, he's not too many people's favorite. All right, here is a Dragon's Peak intact today. Those wings are still there. We had a damaged one yesterday. That oof, yeah, that was rough. Would have liked to see a Series 4 Stealth Elf. Yeah, that's kind of surprising. The only one we got was Gil. Looking for a Wham Shell and Midnight Museum. Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, we have here a bouncer. It does have some markings on the back. I'm I'm not sure how easily those will clean off of the figure. Like if I always say if it's on the base, they're super easy to clean off. But when it's on the figure itself, I'm not sure if it'll come off as nicely. So I'm gonna set this aside in the damage pile for now. B is for bouncer, yes. Um, but we'll see if we can clean that up. If we can clean it up, this figure's fine. But otherwise, it'll be in damage. We'll see. Top half of Blast Zone. Speaking of Shroom Boom, there is Light Core Shroom Boom. And a Series 1 Stump Smash. Stump Smash that subscribe button. All right, this will look better. Well, unless you really don't like those red legendaries. Boom. Legendary Pit Boss. I know. Shoot, was it Skadoosh that was looking for Pit Boss? I think they maybe wanted just regular Pit Boss, but maybe the legendary will do, or maybe somebody else wants it. But yeah, we do have at least one Imaginator, so hopefully there's a few more. And you got it. SCL has a secondary meaning. Did you know that? Subscribe, comment, and like. That's what I'm saying. It's just good to see that there's Imaginators in here. It gives us a chance for more. Legendary Pit Boss is the only legendary you need. There you go. I got it. Found it. Pit Boss is gonna sell fast. Okay. Um, we got Stealth Elf, Super Shot Stealth Elf, and there's Series 1 Spyro. Hey, I got a Light Core Hex intact. Halfway through the box. That's always nice. Still in one piece. Knockout Terrafin, Series 3 Knockout. All right, there is our Washbuckler. And hey, here's the other legendary. Legendary Tri-Tip. Random Tintin. My favorite Skylander is Camo. And I've mentioned this a few times before, and people have gone above and beyond knowing that my favorite Skylander is Camo. That's what I was talking about yesterday. The first unboxing video yesterday had a surprise package for me, and it contained something from a fan, something they created. So I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. Go check out the first unboxing video from yesterday. It's within the first 10 minutes of the video. You can check it out and see what was in that package. But it's worth a look. It's worth a look. All right. Pirate Dad, welcome. We got Series 2 Sonic Boom. Treadhead. And there is Torch. All right. Well, like I said, I think this is what I have in stock already, but we got another Cortex. There's one more Imaginator, technically. Got a Fist Bump. who's been selling well recently too. Man, I guess they really like the legendaries. There is legendary Jawbreaker. A little bit older, but if you don't have them, I got them for you. We got a Boomer. Speaking of old. Dualahan, you're right. Cortex is on sale and does unlock a level. Both Crash and Cortex will unlock the Thumpin' Wumpa Islands. If you haven't played that yet, it's another great level. That's what I should have said the other day when someone asked me what my favorite adventure pack was. Thumpin' Wumpa Islands is quality, very very quality. When I'm looking for figures to bid on, do you look strictly for the store and if auction things come up, or do you look for auction things and store items? So the way I shop now, yeah, I look strictly for the shop. Auction items are always bonus items for me. I don't typically include them in like what I'm considering bidding on a lot. So like earlier this week we got the books, right? Like those just came with the lot. I didn't care. I know I can probably find a home for them, but I don't have a price that I'm putting on them that wasn't part of my negotiation. So that's honestly part of the reason why my system works is that I only look at the items that I know I can put in the shop and that will sell in the shop. Um, Everything else is bonus, and so it's kind of in a sense free in my mind. And so when I do sell, when I sell it for $1, $2, $5, like that's profit I wasn't expecting. Um, but yeah, I don't intentionally look for auction items. Um, they tend to be bonuses. I mean, now part of that is I've only been doing the auctions for like 3 weeks, and so that wasn't an option before that. Um, so may that change over time? Maybe, but probably not because I feel I'm doing pretty well right now. So, um, is there something in particular you're thinking about or you're looking for? Or, I mean, I if you find a lot that you think looks interesting, send it to me. Send me the link, either DM on Twitter or Facebook or email it to me. I have people do that all the time, and sometimes I buy them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I bid on them, sometimes I don't. But yeah, if you find something that you think looks interesting that could be good for the shop or good for auctions, let me know. I'll take a look at it. What three sensei were you most excited to play as when they were announced for Imaginators? Ooh, I don't recall offhand. Um, I mean, I was definitely in the crowd that thought, "Hey, Robo looks really cool," and it looked like range figure that I would probably play as. Um, I don't really recall the rest of them too much, or recall how I felt about them like before it launched. Um, Chain reaction looks cool. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, we have a light core Star Strike and a legendary once again Igniter. Random Tintin, thanks for stopping by. Thanks. We'll hopefully find some more Imaginators. Series 2 Flameslinger. Getting into some older stuff right now. Series 1 Prism Break. Intact both arms. Here's a nice one. Series 2 Drobot. That'll be coming back in stock. Who knows how long it'll stay there. It's another one that usually sells in like 24 hours. So If you want it, jump on it. Pirate Seas, another level piece. Ooh, yeah, that's damaged. Series 2 Chop Chop, missing his arm and sword. There is a Light Core Warnado. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, like I know I have some more rare items coming, and honestly, I think I've decided going forward in particular, when I get chase variants, um, even if they're out of box, those are probably going to become auction items because I think those make good showcase pieces. So that is probably what's going to happen with those moving forward. Um, the lots that I buy are usually, big out of box lots, and so they don't have a lot of inbox stuff. Like I said, occasionally I get them. Um, occasionally I buy privately. That's usually where I've gotten most of my inbox stuff, and sometimes more rare stuff too. Um, but it's a little bit hit or miss. So, um, people generally either keep their stuff all inbox or all out of box. If it's all inbox, they're generally hardcore collectors and they do their research and they know what figures are worth. And so I'm not going to be able to get a good deal on a just like a completely inbox lot. Um, so it's not going to make sense for me to buy it because I'm not going to be able to make any money on it because they, like I said, they did their research. And so, um, it's going to be one-off pieces here and there that if they're more like me, where I open all my common guys and then any chase variants I keep inbox. So if I would sell stuff off, if I would sell off my collection, it'd be all open box except for except if I would sell it, I would sell them individually. So never mind. I don't know. that if finding like chase variants inbox on my shop or on my auctions, is going to be a rare thing. It could happen from time to time, but it's going to be rare. How many damaged chop chops have been getting? I haven't counted. We have gotten a few series 2 damaged ones recently, but most anticipated were probably Robo, Chain Reaction, Chompy Mage, Pinata, Dr. Crankcase, Tide Pool, and Chaos. That's more than 3. That's a lot of them. Awesome. Um I I told you, my memory is not that good. But yes, you're right. Hood Sickle is amazing. And I have loved Hood Sickle since Trap Team. So I was very glad that they made him a sensei. So yeah, I probably was looking forward to that. Series 2 Zook. And I'm going to continue to say Zook because it's been brought to my attention that it bothers some people. Series 2 Imaginator. Wow. Igniter. Series 2 Igniter. And Series 2 Cinder. Oh, Pirate Dad, just stop it. You and your special deliveries always have something coming. Oof. Uh, Top half of Doomstone. So maybe, hopefully. Series 1 Drobot. I believe on sale this week through Saturday. If you're interested. There is a Flashwing. Fantastic character. And a Voodoo. I pretty sure it's not 602. I think he would have told me about that, but who knows? I could be wrong. There is Scorp, who is Scorp's. Yeah, Scorp's still on sale this week too. Yeah, Scorp should be on sale. Here we have Series 3, Gil Grunt. Anchors away, Gil Grunt. And there is Series 1, Star Strike. So we've had the Light Core and the regular. There you go. He's actually going to tell us. Wow. New Unbox SSA, the PC game. Nice. Nice find. Nice find. Ethan, who? So 601 is actually show you here. Is this right here? Now I know it doesn't look like anything special, but if you put it in the game, it is special. So 601 is it came from the mobile starter pack for superchargers. The hot streak vehicle in there registers as special in the game and therefore shows up separately from the regular hot streak in the collection menu. We found out this, well, Pirate Dad found out this was because in the mobile starter pack, the hot streak figure is actually what unlocked the game for you. So the chip was technically different in that hot streak and therefore registers differently in the game. So yes, hot streak, mobile hot streak is 601. Old Kirby just got 40 Skylanders for $60, including Starcast, Ambush, Steel Plated, Hood Sickle, Candy Coated, Chopscotch, Cortex, and Chaos. Dude, that's fantastic. Like Chaos and Hood Sickle alone, like any two of those alone is worth the $60. Whew. Now, can I ask where that was? Was that you shopping locally, perhaps? Like I like to recommend to people. I'm gonna guess that was either like a pawn shop or a Facebook Marketplace local deal or garage sale. I don't know, some flea market. Have you used paint thinner or remover on your Skylanders to make them clear? I have not, and I don't think they would be entirely clear because most of them, if you ever seen the prototypes, like they're a solid material that like it's not clear. It's like I mean they use various colors, just like a 3D printer would. Um, but yeah, they're just like primed colors that they paint on top of. So I don't think most of the figures would come out clear. Facebook Marketplace, Wham Shell for $2. There you go. Ethan, I wouldn't say he's 60. Like I have him listed in my shop for 40. So they usually that I think eBay around here is probably like 50. That's why I sell for 40. Um, so yeah, I don't know. All right. What do I got here? Light cord robot. And Series 2 Stump Smash. And if you'll excuse me for a moment, I need to rearrange my table again. It got full. All right. So a Robo on CX website for 120. Nice. I mean, that's The cheapest I've seen in a long, long time. I don't even sell them that cheap. So yeah, I mean, I would almost pick that up just to resell it, but obviously I'm not in the UK. So moving on, we have a Darklight Crypt. And a Light Core Smolder Dash. Smolder Dash has also been doing really well in the shop. Both the Light Core and the Series 1 versions. Jetstream. Ooh, another one of my favorites here. Punk Shock. Fantastic character in game too. Very much my play style. Series 2 Slam Bam. So I had Series 1 and Series 2. We got ourselves a Ninjini. Very clean looking Ninjini. I like it. There is Spitfire. One of our top 10 sellers. Series 1 Sonic Boom. And Series 3 Jetpack. Full Blast Jetpack. Yeah, Dark Crypt, I will agree, is one of the better level pieces. Although I do really like Enchanted Elven Forest as well. There's a lot of good detail in that one. But it's surprising how much detail they put in the SSA pieces. Punk Shock's one of your favorites too. Awesome. All right. You don't have Spitfire because you got the Wii U version of Superchargers. Ethan, that's a good point. That may explain why Spitfire has been selling much more than anticipated in the shop. So, yeah, Pirate Dad. Very different from yesterday's lot. This feels like someone who, played all the games from 1 to 6, but didn't collect everything. Just, maybe pieces they liked or characters they liked. Like we've seen a couple of Jetvex. We've seen Series 1, Series 4, Legendary. So yeah, I mean, there's no wrong way to collect. Just buy the pieces you want. You don't need them all. Ghost Roaster to go along with our Darklight Crypt. And Stormblade, one of the few good air characters. And Series 1 Wrecking Ball. So Series 1 and Series 2. Superchargers 3DS lists for $20. Not bad, I think. All right, there is a Bushwhack. Got ourselves another Archean crossbow. It's getting harder to come by too. At least they don't show up very often, I should say that. Maybe not hard to come by, but they don't show up very often. And another Stealth Elf. Yeah, we already got one of these, right? Pretty sure we did. FGTV used paint remover on a Series 1 Flashwing and translucent purple. I mean, it could. It really depends just what they use for the underlaying material. Sometimes they use multiple materials underneath, and sometimes they don't. I don't know if it depends on how they would need to shape the figure or how they want to color the figure or what. But I mean, you can try it if you want, or buy some extras and try it. I mean, that I think would make a good video. That's probably where you saw it. So, um, yeah, I may try that someday now just to see. I mean, I don't know if I want to try it on Barbella because, like I said, Imaginators are hard to come by. But Slam Bam, I could totally try that on. All right. Um, well, we got ourselves a hot streak, so we can see if this is 601 or not. Because that's something I said I'm going to start listing separately in the shop. If I get any more special ones, I'll start listing 601 separately. So anyone who's interested in picking that up will be able to. That you'll know that that's the right one. We got a Sunrunner and a Sunburn. Lots of sun. All the sun, actually. Are there any other sun characters that start with sun? All right. Bottom half of Boomjet there. Set that aside. Oh, here we go. We do have a Doomstone. So that's a good question. Ethan, how much and will 601 have the same price? So no, it will not have the same price as the regular one because now we know that well, it may not be more rare, although I would argue that it is because not as many mobile starter packs were made as regular starter packs. Um, so it's technically more rare, and it's just going to be much harder to find because like not everybody knows about it, and the only way you can test it is to actually test it in game. Like you have to test it in game to figure out um, if it's there, if it's the special one or not. We don't have a way to tell outside the game. Um, so I hypothesized on this because once again, this is a brand new discovery for us, and so there's no sales of this item that I can go back and compare it to. Um, so my initial thought, I think I said I might try somewhere around like $10 because it's not a super rare chase variant figure. Um, but it is a little bit hard to find, and like I don't think I'm going to get a lot of them in the shop. And I know there's a bunch of collectors out there that are going to want it. So kind of middle of the range pricing, vehicles when they came out, what did they sell for? I actually don't remember now. Were they 15? Or were they like 12? No, they were like 15, right? Because they were kind of the gimmick figures for that year. That seems expensive now. Anyway, so but I think $10 is a decent price for a figure. So yeah, they were 14.99 originally. So $10 for a used figure. That I mean, yeah, you probably already have a regular hot streak, but if you're a collector, paying $10 for something that's kind of unique is not bad. Um, so I think I'd start it at 10 and see, well, one, do people pay that price? And two, if there's a high enough demand, well, maybe that price has to go up. So this is one of those things, one of those situations where if you get on the ground floor of this discovery and are able to collect this piece before um, the demand for it goes up and people realize, oh, there's another piece to collect out there, and try to buy them all up quickly. Um, I should check too what that might help gauge price if to see what mobile starter packs are going for. Because that's the other way to tell without putting it in the game is if you buy the entire mobile starter pack. That should, unless someone's opened it up and swapped it out, that should have the standard. Um, the White Floctoraptor is enticing. Yeah, I mean it's still there right now. May not be there for long. I do have someone else who's interested in as well. We've been in talks. So I wouldn't wait too long on that if that's something you want to pick up. All right. Got some more figures here. What do we got? We got a Zap, a Series 1 Zap. I think this one's actually been out of stock for a little while, so that's nice to see. More legendaries. Yeah, they really like the legendaries here. Legendary Bouncer. This one, as far as I can tell, does not have B for Bouncer on the back. And we got another one. Oh, damaged. Legendary Deja Vu, missing an arm, and therefore her hourglass as well. So that goes in damage pile. Series 3 Stealth Elf, Ninja Stealth Elf, starter pack. And someone who's not damaged, Hex. Somehow. Series 1, Hex. No damage there. You despise Series 1 Zap for no reason. Yeah, can't explain that one. But I've always liked Zap's design. I haven't played with him too much because I picked him up really late. But yeah. Everyone has their own favorites. That's all I can say. There is our Kingpin. Been expecting for a while. We get ourselves a Popthorn. Another another good air character. And a legendary jetpack. So we got both legendary jetpacks. Looks like we're actually getting towards the bottom of this now. There is a Golden Queen. Empire Vice. And Series 1 Stealth Elf. What's today's unboxing? Random stuff. There's been stuff from all 6 games. A lot of legendary figures, including both legendaries from Imaginators. But aside from the starter pack characters, those have been the only Imaginators so far. The other 2 biggest pieces, I think, would probably be an Eon's Elite Ruptor and an Eon's Elite Stealth Elf out of box. So, McGrams, yeah, I do have Robo. There should be a Robo unboxing on there. So the Robo update probably no, I mean the unboxing should have come after the update. I think. I don't know. But yes, I do own Robo. There is a Robo unboxing video somewhere on there. I don't know where it got lost, but yeah, it's definitely there. I do own Robo. Have we gotten Tree Rex? We have not gotten a Tree Rex, which is surprising because we have Series 1 Jetvac and Series 2 Cinder. Let's see. Maybe they're just like you, Pirate Dad, and like Tree Rex was their favorite figure, and so they kept it. I don't know. Fright Rider. And a damaged snapshot. It's our second snapshot. The first one was in great condition. This one is missing his arrow there. And a Series 1 Flameslinger. That's what we thought yesterday, Pirate Dad, when we pulled that platinum treasure test. Like we were hoping for a 1.5. There wasn't even a standard 1.5, much less a royal. But you're right. Who knows? Maybe. Big Bubble Pop Fizz. Series 1 Terrafin. There we go. Light Core Prison Break, Series 3 Mega Ram Spyro, Series 2 Lightning Rod, Cars. Yes, there has been a legendary tri-tip actually. We got a legendary tri-tip, regular Slobbertooth, not the dark one, and no hand. Wolf Shadow, I work on a first come first serve basis. I will hold on to things if you pay for them ahead of time, but no, I don't typically save Skylanders. So we have a Series 3 big. Oh, yeah. Okay. Looking at it from the back, I thought he was missing his left arm. I forgot that he's down here holding on to the bomb. Big Bang Trigger Happy. All right. There is Blast Zone and a Light Core Countdown. There's Zulu. And to finish it off is the top half of Boomjet. But that is it. Just a bunch of bubble wrap at the bottom. So technically, no Tree Rex. Somehow there's no Tree Rex in that lot. I definitely would have expected a Tree Rex. Then again, now that I think about it too, like there were later starter pack figures in there, but there wasn't like no, there was a Series 1 Spyro, but not a Series 1 Triggs or Gil. So I'm thinking bought a lot of the early stuff used probably secondhand, and maybe they just didn't get a Tree Rex. So unofficial lot, yeah. But I'd still say it's a pretty good lot. How big is the forest by now? We're at like somewhere in the area of 25, 27, somewhere in there. It's getting pretty big. It doesn't fit in one box anymore. What about damage figures? Are you asking about holding damage figures? That I could probably do. So like anything I have in the shop, I will not hold. But if you contact me, you should contact me right now, privately about the damage figures you want, because I'm going to be selecting a few to put in the auction this week. And so if you want to buy them privately, to ensure that you get them, let me know which ones so I don't put them in the auction. Um, so yeah, those, yes, I will deal privately and hold them for you. But figures that are in the shop or figures that are listed for auction, like I said, if you buy the auction items, you have 3 days to pay. So I need you to do that. Dan, thank you. Thank you. I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm a fan of Zulu. Zulu's underrated. He's a different play style, but people don't tend to like him. Doulahan, yes, this is a nice varied lot, and I look for those once in a while. A little bit of everything, and helps restock the shop nice and evenly, not just getting a ton of starter pack figures. Like I said, we didn't even get a Tree Rex, so um, yeah, kind of all over the place. 2 Eons Elite figures, a bunch of legendary. Like that was the common denominator I think today was a lot of legendary. Um So, yeah, that's kinda cool. I 1, I don't cancel people, and, 2, you don't have to like Spyro. I they just brought him over, because it was a name that people knew. It's how to get the franchise started, but they quickly moved away from Spyro. Yeah, they made Series 2, made Series 3, sure, I get it, but those weren't the mascots of Skylanders. Spyro was not the ultimate mascot of Skylanders. Um, like, Trigger Happy I mean, Trigger Happy's in the opening sequence for Toys for Bob, and Gil Grunt is the only one with the Series 4 figure. Like, those are more the mascots. Jetvac kinda grew into that space, and Pop Fizz, even though I don't care for them as much. Um, but yeah, those are the ones that, kinda did that. Yep. There you go, Dan. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Ethan, thank you as well. Don't understand Zulu hate. Kobe, yes, you should give Zulu a second chance. Go for it. Cars, there were technically there was a single pack for Jetvac, but was only really released in Australia. Pirate Dad, help me out. Was there a single for Cinder? I I I, I want to say no, but I could be wrong on that. Chris, how you doing? Um, yeah, I don't know how long you're gone. Like I said, the biggest things today were the Eons Elite, Eruptor, Eons Elite, Stealth Elf, and then a bunch of legendary figures. Legendary Tri-Tip, legendary Pit Boss, um, bunch of other legendaries. Just kind of glancing through. Oh, there was a Series 2 Drobot and Series 2 Spyro. I know those will go pretty quick probably. Um, yeah, that's probably about it though for big names that might move quickly. I mean, there are a few other pieces in here that I know I'm sold out of that will be nice. Like Series 2 Sprocket, I'm pretty sure is sold out again, and I got one today. So yeah, I don't know. Chaos is the mascot. I for anyone who knows Skylanders, I agree. But I still don't think Chaos has the acclaim that if you show Chaos to someone who doesn't know Skylanders, even if they play other video games, like, I don't think they could tell you who it is or even what series it's from. Like, I maybe if they have a, uh have heard of Skylanders, they may be able to take a guess because, it's a cartoon character, maybe it's Chaos, I don't know. Maybe he belongs to Skylanders, but I don't like I said, I don't think they'll be able to give you a name. So, I don't know. Eruptor and Gil, yeah. Like, Eruptor, I've never thought they pressed on that hard until I realized that they made more Eruptor figures than anybody else. So, I don't know. S2 Cinder did have single packs. Okay. I'm not gonna open the other box today, Earthen Avenger. Not only is that, like, an all-day project, 54 pounds, um, but I need to well, not only need to test and reset these figures, which I should get on right now while we're talking here, um, but I need to set up the auctions for tomorrow, so I will not be able to open the other box today, but I plan to do that tomorrow. So, I'm planning on getting an early start tomorrow morning, um, and I will spend the majority of the day unboxing 54 pounds of Skylanders. Um, and that'll run straight in probably run straight into, our nighttime auction stream. So, um S1 Wham Shell is not currently in stock. The only Wham Shell I got today was Light Core Wham Shell, and yeah, S1 I haven't had in a while, actually. I've been looking for 'em, keeping an eye out for 'em. I may have one on the way, I'm not 100% on that. Where do I get these boxes? So, well, Kim, I've started reporting this on the thumbnail of all of these live streams that I put out there. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, I give all the stats for this lot. So I tell you, like, this is unboxing number 31 that I've done, and this box weighed 10 pounds, and I paid $155 for it, and I got it on eBay. So the bulk of the lots that I buy do come from eBay. That's just where most people are selling things, so that's where I get most of them. Now the 54-pound lot that I'm getting, that we're opening tomorrow, I actually got off Facebook Marketplace. So I've gotten some there. I've gotten some off Mercari. I've gotten some off OfferUp. I've gotten some um, Facebook Marketplace, like I said, or I pick them up locally sometimes. And occasionally I get them from other collectors that contact me privately. So that's my only exception to me sharing all that information, like what I paid for it. If I make a private sale with another collector, I do not tell you how much I paid for it, just kind of out of respect for them. Um, but otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty open about this, where I get them, how much I pay, and then obviously what's in the lot. You could see all that. So, yeah, this one in particular I got from eBay, but you can go and check. I think that new graphic. Ever since I've used that new graphic, everything has come from eBay. But yeah, eBay, Mercari, OfferUp, Poshmark, um, all over the place. Basically, any online marketplace where there's Skylanders, I've probably bought some from there. Be the gamer. Welcome. Oh, yeah, you're supposed to be on vacation. So, um, let's see. We are testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. You know, I'm going to test my damage figures first, so I don't forget. And because there's not quite as many as yesterday. And that first box. Oof. Tree Sun, have fun. I hope you're a better League player than I am.
Looking solid as a crop.
eBay's a lifesaver. Yeah. You can find some good stuff there. If you like, the other problem with eBay is, well, sometimes people ask ridiculous prices, but because there are so many lots available, you kind of have to like search it constantly and find out how often, find out like to find the good stuff, to find the reasonably priced stuff, you have to search through a whole pile of bad stuff.
Looks like chicken scratch to me. Whip up a story.
How often do you get Skylanders from lots that do not work? Master Robo. So this is very rare. So I get a lot of damage figures, but they always tend to work in game. Up on my shelf here, I have all the figures that don't work. Of all the lots I've bought, of all the thousands of Skylanders that I've purchased, and I know it's thousands because, like I said, I've sold 2,000 items on the shop, and I have a lot more in inventory yet. I probably still have 1,000 or 2 in inventory. That I have on my shelf here pieces that don't work. The total currently is 6. And of those 6, 2 of them actually don't have chips. Like the bottom was removed. And so the chip isn't even there. So obviously it's not going to work. One was that Ninjini that has a slice down her torso. And so it like split the wiring and everything. And it didn't work. One is a Light Core Prism Break, and one is a Series 1 Flame Slinger. all I can say is I guess the chip died. Maybe it got wet at some point. Who knows? And the other one we just got yesterday was the bottom half of a night shift. So the top half still worked. Like we tested out with a different figure, and it worked just fine. But the bottom half of night shift was busted. So I mean, like I said, not very often at all that they just don't work. I've had very good luck with that. Pirate Dad, I'm happy to oblige. You keep getting broken or buggy Swap Force cores. Interesting. Yeah, I really don't have that happen very often. Do you still have to pay fees like how eBay is playing me? Yes. Do I still have to pay fees? So, I mean, obviously I don't have to pay eBay. Now I do, like, all my payments go through PayPal, and so I have to pay PayPal fees, but they're not nearly as bad as like eBay fees. If you're talking about like when you buy from the shop, I mean, yeah, there's a shipping cost, but no other fees really. So I don't know. Yeah, fees aren't nearly as bad. And that is honestly a big reason why I run my own shop. Because like I held off for a long time, and I used to sell a lot more stuff on eBay just because it was an online marketplace that was there and people trusted it. But after one of my other business ventures, when I learned how to do online retail, it became apparent to me that, like, yeah, I should just open up my own shop because then I don't have to pay fees. Like, it was an easy decision at that point. So, Rose of Death. Do my games come with case, booklet, and game? So it depends what I get. So sometimes yes, sometimes no. The only thing I guarantee is that you'll get the game disc. Now, so far, all the games I've gotten have come with a case. Now some I do have some Xbox 360 games that come with like a replacement case. Like they were from like GameStop or whatever, and so they're the cheap replacement cases. But generally speaking, they come with the original case. Now, do they come with the original booklet and all the inserts and stuff? That's less likely, but some of them, yes, do still have that stuff. But I am not going to guarantee that it does. If you have questions about a specific game, I can check and let you know. But the only thing I guarantee is that it's gonna have a game disc. That's the easiest way for me to do it. Like it doesn't make sense for me to take the time to say, okay, well, this copy A has the case and the disc. Copy B has the case and the disc and the booklet. Copy C is just the disc. Copy D has the case, but it has a slice down. It. If I do that, it just gets super messy. What I want to do is get the game into the hands of people who want it, and so that's why I just guarantee that it's going to have a game disc. And if you're a collector and you want a mint condition case and you want the booklet, I'll just flat out tell you, I may not be the best place to do that. You probably want to shop elsewhere if you want, a collector grade game. Like my shop is probably not the best place. Had Air Toucan that showed up as Air Screamer. Would you say it's a rare error? Yes, I would. I would say it's rare. If it's legitimate, if they didn't swap it out or something, yeah. Personally, I've never seen anything like that. So, was that all the busted figures? Yeah. So there were only 5 damaged figures today. Zulu was actually a good one. So yeah, the snapshot, the legendary free ranger, the bouncer, series 2 chop chop, and legendary deja vu were the 5 damaged ones today. Earth Avenger, yes, we did find the bottom of Doomstone, so we have a complete Doomstone today, which was kind of cool because yeah, we didn't have a ton of swappers. We didn't have all 16 by any means, but so that's kind of cool to have a Doomstone. Can't wait to get him because people are fast. Yeah, Doomstone will sell out fast. He always does. I've had him in the shop, I don't know, half a dozen times, but always sells out. Alec, well, I mean, if you want to sit through and watch, but yeah, they'll kind of recap it there for you. A lot of legendaries, including the 2 from Imaginators, so legendary tri-tip and legendary pit boss. I see Jawbreaker, Bouncer, both Jetvacs, Igniter that I can recall for legendaries, and then yeah, Eon's Elite Eruptor, Eon's Elite Stealth Elf, both out of box, so definitely considered used. Okay, this is an interesting one. Mega Ram Spyro at level 1, but he has 10,000 gold. That's different. So yeah, nothing super rare today. There was a Doomstone that we were just talking about. I kind of forgot about that one earlier. There was a Cortex. We got Cortex, but not Crash. That's different too. So I think this guy kind of bought some used stuff along the way, just to play what he wanted to play.
The motion of the potion.
When I first bought Skylanders, did you expect to be a big collector and get featured on YouTube videos from other Sky TVers? No, not at all. When I first bought Skylanders, like I just bought the first 2 games, and I had like a dozen figures off of Craigslist. I wasn't sure I'd even like the game. Turned out I did like the game. And that's when I got into, okay, well, I need to find checklists of these figures, because I wanted to collect them a little bit, or at least know what was out there. Couldn't find that checklist, and so I created the website. Well, I created my own checklist and then put it up on a website. Ethan, yes, I did see that Coin.TV was uploading Skylanders content again. That's awesome. Getting back into it for the 10-year. The more people, the better. And he's got a bigger audience than I do. So that's kind of cool. Chatterbug. I don't know what to tell you this time. We're an hour and a half into the stream. It's not like last night when I was done in like 15 minutes. But yeah, we're just going over. So it's like we got Doomstone. We got a bunch of legendaries, including the legendary Imaginators, which are basically the only Imaginators we got, besides Kingpin and Golden Queen. But a lot of legendary figures. 2 Eon's Elite, Eon's Elite Eruptor and Eon's Elite Stealth Elf. Yeah, some decent stuff. But it was really a spread over all 6 games, a little bit of everything. Series 1 Zap will be back in stock. Sunburn.
Blast and furious.
Coin Up TV sub count is the biggest mystery known to man. I don't think it's that much of a mystery. One, he's been doing it for a really long time. Like, he's been covering video games before covering video games was a thing. So, like, he's been in that realm for a long time. He covers a lot of different games, so people come to him for different things. when Skylanders was a thing, he was one of the first ones to cover Skylanders regularly. And so he got a bunch of people for that. But yeah, like even today, like he covers other video games yet. So like some people just like his style.
Silent but deadly.
Oh, like you don't know what did he turn off the number? Is that what you're saying? I haven't looked at that.
Catch a glimpse.
I guarantee you his channel's bigger than mine.
Silent but deadly.
Straight to the point.
Okay. Do have a complete 360 SSA game case booklet. Ooh, level 20 Popthorn. That's what I like.
Sharp as attack.
Give me like 10 seconds and I'll find out. No, I do not. It doesn't look like I even have SSA for 360 right now. So.
Fear the dark.
What was one Skylander that you didn't think would be too good and surprised you? For me, is Smolder Dash. So what was I had one like that recently. What was that? Man. Surprising number of these haven't been played with.
No chain.
For how selective these characters are, I would have figured more of them would have been used.
Shall we engrave these numbers? No chain, no gain.
I mean, Spotlight surprised me a bit. I had never played with her really until this Trap Team playthrough that I did recently. It was a very pleasant surprise there, but there's someone else I was thinking of.
Light Core. Another smash
Can't
hit.
come up with it right now. Who else have I played with?
I'm no blockhead.
I'll have to think about that.
Another smash hit.
Yeah, I didn't go exactly. I don't mind that they haven't been played with. It's just it's always a surprise to me when I get ones that are all, I mean, essentially reset already.
Silent but deadly.
Like this lot was a reasonable size. I don't mind going through the whole thing, but like it didn't even fill up my table all the way. Wow.
Act to the max.
There you go. You really like Bushwhack though. Level 20, 53k.
Showing signs of growth.
It's like coin ops hit his sub count in 2018 when he says he lost 118k subs. He probably had just over 200k. Wow. Yeah. One of those big purges back then. Pumpkin Eyeball, best things we got. So we started off real fast with Eon's Elite Rupture and Eon's Elite Stealth Elf. But then we also got a bunch of legendaries, legendary Tri-Tip, legendary Pit Boss, and a bunch of legendaries before it too. Legendary Jawbreaker, legendary Bouncer. We got a Doomstone. You may have just seen that one if you're here for that. I feel like there's something else I was mentioning. Punk Shock. Yeah, it was a good lot. Nothing like super rare necessarily. Like the Eon's Elite are the rarest thing, I think, that we just haven't seen in a long time. Website's going to be booming tomorrow. Auction and a 50+ pound box on the horizon. Yep. Yeah, tomorrow will definitely be a long day. But that's why I got to take it a little bit easier today. So we're just doing one box, and then I got to set up for the auctions. So I'm set up for those. Everything goes smoother. But yeah, tomorrow should be a good day. Why is it with all given finished always that one is super expensive and the rest mainly Doomstone and Enigma? Late wave release. That's it. Late wave release. So Doomstone was the last one, wave 5. I mean, Enigma's not super expensive for Alec and Pirate Dad here, but I think you have to agree it's the most expensive Trap Master. Would you agree to that? I feel like eBay people are still selling it for like $15, which I mean is original retail and is more expensive than the other Trap Masters, right? But it's not over original retail necessarily. So yeah, I wouldn't say super expensive, but yes, more expensive than other Trap Masters. Not gonna have a fun time resetting a 50-pound lot. Well, Ethan, I've already reset a 62-pound lot, so yeah, I kind of know what I'm in for. Just gotta break it up into pieces a little bit, and like I said, I'll be more prepared for it than in the past.
The beam is supreme.
That's why, yeah, like I'm not trying to squeeze it into today. That one,
Light core.
but it'll be fun.
The beam is supreme.
And like part of the thing with the 50-pound lot tomorrow, it's like if I recall, it's not 100% figures. Kind of like the 62-pound lot. Like part of that weight was because there were boxed figures and there was a full set of Eon's Elite still in box. And so that adds to the size and weight of the package. And I think that might be a little bit of the 50-pound lot too. Like it's mostly figures, but I think there are a handful of other bonus items in there. So whether it be storage spaces or books or whatever. Like books are heavy. That'll add to your weight real fast.
Deal with the wheel.
You could argue Nightmare Average is more expensive in the long run.
Whoa, check out my stats.
I mean, I can see that. But I think I have Enigma, Nightmare, Nightlight all priced the same on my site. So to me, that says they were probably all quite similarly priced on eBay as well. I don't know. What time am I streaming tomorrow? I don't know. It depends a little bit how early I get up. So tomorrow I'll have to get up eat something, pack up any orders that came in overnight, and go ship those. But then once I ship those, I will come back and start the stream right away. So,
Any last wishes?
yeah. I'll try to get started in the mid to late morning. So I know it's going to take a while, but no
Impressive
guarantees,
power.
no set time necessarily.
Any last wishes?
Pirate Dad, I wouldn't say Wallop is cheap. Once again, like I would argue he's right there below the others. Because Wallop was one of those wave one and done, if I recall.
Armed and dangerous.
So I mean, yeah, once again, not super expensive, still under retail,
Like number.
but more expensive than the average Trap Master.
Dangerous. Born to burn.
Dipper Trees, welcome. Vangelist, welcome.
My flames are growing.
So there's our Eon's Elite
Born to burn.
Eruptor. And Eon's Elite Stealth Elf.
Catch a glimpse. Silent but deadly.
Then I'm going to have to stand up and rearrange my table again because everything's out of reach. So yeah, Jinigo, Eon's Elite, that's one of their special powers is they're always leveled up. So they're always going to be at level 20, always at max power like that. So yeah, even after you reset them, they're still going to be level 20. It basically just erases their gold, but the level is going to stay up there. But yeah, that was one of their major selling points is that they came pre-leveled up. They're super powerful. They're the best they can be. Definitely used to be one of the more valuable Trap Masters. Yes, it's still more valuable than average. Thank you. Sure, I will agree to that. He came down a ton since back in the day, sure, but still above average. So I wouldn't call him cheap. Cheap compared to 5 years ago, maybe, but Dark Creation Crystals, no, haven't seen those in a while. Pumpkin, yeah. If you reset your character and you went down to level 1, that'd be unfortunate. All right.
The best there is.
Let's get some more figures here.
Amp it up.
Croak and roll. Looking solid as a crock. Croak and roll.
Blinded by the light.
Light core.
Eat this.
the right ingredients. Eat this! He shoots! He spores!
Make it raw.
Feed the dog.
Light core.
Enchanting, aren't they? Feed the dog. Shoot for the stars.
For anyone that came in late, I keep forgetting we have
Light
Series 2
core.
Drobot and Series 2 Spyro. You know, those may be of interest to some people.
Locked and loaded. Ha 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 ha.
How many boxes do you say I have to send out a week on average? Yes, there are people who buy just one figure, and there are people who buy, like, the biggest lot I can remember was like 53 figures. So yeah, there's a whole, they run the gamut. But on average, an average day nowadays, I probably send out 5 orders. Now the day after, so weekends, they kind of build up, and I have the auctions. And so each auction tends to be another order. So I can, coming out from late Saturday through Monday morning, sometimes I'll have like 15, 16 in there. The other day I posted, after I opened a large lot of rare figures, you know, I had 21 orders in 24 hours. So that definitely boosts my average. But like today, I took in 6 orders. I think, like, I take in at least 1 order a day.
Check me out.
Usually it's 2, 3, 4. The average has been going up, though. It's been closer to 5 or 6 a day. So in a week, I'd say 30 to 50. Like I said, the average goes up on the weekends with the auctions and stuff. Like the orders are growing exponentially right now. Everything is going up.
Strapped to
Been
the
kind of
hill.
crazy, but kind of good for the shop. So, but yeah,
Go fish.
on an average right now, I'd say probably 5 a day. Doing that, so 35, 40 a week. But yeah, I'd bump that up just because of the auctions and stuff. And then it's been
Blinded by the light.
like 150 to 200 a month we're looking at. Did Grave Clobber beat expectations?
Outshining the rest.
Yes. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he met expectations. I
Blinded
don't know.
by the light.
I haven't played a lot with Grave Clobber, but I really like his figure. I just haven't played with him much. So I don't know. I'm probably not the best one to
Stay cool.
answer that question. Totally random. The Battlecast cards that came with the K Cuisine box is I have an article about the different variants of the Battlecast cards. from what I recall, I don't think the Kid Cuisine ones were different. There were a lot of variations. Like there's like 4 or 5 different Spitfire cards, if I recall. But I don't think any from the. I think the Kid Cuisine ones were. I think they were the same as the standard, if I recall, or at least the same as one of the other promos.
Hawk and Door.
See, Evangelist. Sorry, I missed that. Must go through a lot of boxes. Yeah, I order my boxes wholesale. Some of the boxes I use, especially for
Hawk and Door.
the when I send out single figures, a lot of those boxes that I get I got originally from BCW. That's left over from when I sold trading cards. That's why they're literally trading card boxes. Other boxes I get from Uline. Once again, I buy them wholesale. They're a shipping supply company. So yeah, I have an official LLC. My business is registered, and that allows me to get wholesale items, wholesale pricing, and
Shoot for the stars.
it helps out. But yeah, I have to buy boxes regularly.
A rising star.
There's some info missing. What do you mean there's info missing?
Shoot for the stars.
I'll have to go back and look at that. But just like I don't cover every place they came from, or there's actually some cards that are missing. Because when I wrote that article, I'm pretty sure I covered all the cards we knew about. At least all the different ones. Like I didn't say like, yeah, the Kid Cuisine stuff, like, oh yeah, these are the same as this or something like that. But if there was I as of that post, that was all the variant cards that we knew about.
Fear the dark.
If you put items in the cart today, how long do they stay in the cart? That's a good question. Maybe someone else can confirm this. If you've put a cart put an item in your cart long term, I think just putting them in your cart, they might stay there until you either buy them or delete them. However, if you like start the checkout process, it kind of puts a hold on the item for you. But I think that actually expires after like an hour. I think I have it set at. So like if for some reason you exit the checkout process in the middle of it, or something goes wrong, like after an hour, it'll kind of like cancel the order and then put the item back in inventory. But just putting the item in your cart, I think it'll just stay there indefinitely, and like it won't remove it from inventory. So like someone else could still buy it. So yeah, like I think you could just put items in your cart and they would stay there. The only thing would be is if you go in your cart later and like the item is sold out, it'll tell you, hey, I think it'll tell you like this item was removed from your cart because the stock it's no longer in stock. But I think that's what usually happens. Okay, they don't have any differences, but yeah. Okay. That could be right. That could be right. Like, I think I have all the variations, but maybe I didn't include them in the article. Spitfire was more interesting. So if you have an account, they stay there. You get a notification if a figure just got bought and should be deleted from the list. Thank you, Jindigo. someone who's apparently put items in their account before in their cart. So Rose of Death, hopefully that helps you out there. Yeah, you want to wait and see the auctions tomorrow. I understand. I understand. You'll be able to see a preview of the auctions tonight. So I don't have them up yet, but if you watch my Twitter again, which I know you follow me on Twitter, you'll be able to see what's going up for auction at least, and maybe that'll help you make a decision too. I don't know.
It's feeding time.
Ethan, thanks for stopping by. Been a good day.
A perfect record. It's feeding time.
You have 107 items in your cart, but you haven't bought anything yet. That's fantastic. So it's essentially you're using the cart as your wish list.
He spores.
As far as you can tell, that's the only method of distribution not mentioned. Okay. Did that come out late, maybe? And like after I wrote the article? Or I don't recall.
He spores.
But yeah, like eventually the battle cat. That's another one of those things. Like eventually, I want to go back and address that properly because I will probably update. When I need to update the Battlecast page on the website. That's why it's hidden right now. Because I haven't updated it to the new look of the site. But once I get that updated, I plan to add in all those variations because that's the intent of it, is for collectors, right? Is to know that there's variations of this if you really want to collect all of them. Just kind of like I need to add in Happy Birthday Ben and 601 to the official site as well. Like those items should be on the site because they are different, they are collectible, and yeah.
Spreading my wings.
So that is something I need to do. Haven't gotten around to yet, unfortunately. There are a lot of little things like that that I want to do, need to do, and just haven't found the time to do. Feels silly sometimes because in reality it'll take like 5 minutes to add a figure to the site, but I just haven't done it.
Look at my
Like part of it is like I want to write up a whole article about 600 and I want to write up a whole article about 601. Maybe make a video, I don't know. And so that's part of the reason I've been holding off on it. But in reality, I should just update it. Get over it, Matt. Get over it. Do I have a box big enough for 100 plus figures? I'm telling you, sometimes it makes sense to become a VIP. If you spend, I mean, the VIP costs $7 a month right now. So in reality, if you're placing an order of at least $40, it makes sense for you to get the VIP. Because that $40 cost, you're gonna save $8. So even if you pay the $7, you're still coming out ahead. So anything above $40, you should be like, if you plan on spending at least $40 in a month, yeah, you should be a VIP before that cost goes up again. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, Pirate Dad. I appreciate you asking. But yeah, as far as sorry, I didn't answer your original question. Do I have a box big enough for 100 plus? Probably not right now. If someone placed that order today, I'd probably just ship it in 2 boxes. That would probably be the easiest thing to do. But like
Fired up.
Most of my boxes, like I said, because I order them wholesale like that, I have to order typically a minimum of 25 for the larger sizes, and for some of the smaller sizes, I have to
Getting stronger.
order like a minimum of 100. And so, like, I don't know that I'd get enough orders that large to justify buying 25 boxes of that size. So I'd probably just stick with shipping in 2 boxes. Like I said, I have fit the order of 53 that I got. That I fit that pretty easily, I think, in 1 box.
Getting stronger.
From what I recall. And that's the other thing too, is if we're getting like all Imaginators, those are bigger figures. Whereas I had someone who ordered an entire set of SSA figures, and they fit in a box just fine because they're tiny compared to all the other figures. Figures grew a lot over the years. Yeah, if we're talking about standard core figures, it's a lot easier to fit. Like if we're talking about 100 core figures, there's a chance I could fit them into a box I have. And then I have like the boxes that I bought that were specifically to fit like the trap case. Like you can fit a lot of figures in there actually, in that box if needed.
The fix is in.
Twists of fury.
Slice and
It's
dice.
mostly just cores, a bunch of swappers. Yeah, swappers are getting a little bit bigger. Swappers, though, I found in a pinch. I tried not to do this, but in a pinch, like I'll just split up the halves. Sometimes they fit better.
Slice and dice.
Like I'm sending you the whole figure. You know how to put it together. I don't feel bad about it. A life and dark crystals from the Dark Star pack rare. I mean, not too terribly. I mean, we know exactly where to get them from Dark Starter. So, do they show up less often, especially in used lots? I would say yes. Are they more rare? Not really. I mean, partly because dark crystals were super rare to begin with.
And destroy.
The life crystals, there were 4 of them instead of the usual 3 of the other elements. So, like, life crystals pop up pretty often. I mean, the one that was in that pack, a little bit less often, but they're not rare. Yeah, are dark crystals more valuable, like Pirate Dad is saying? Yes, absolutely. But I think I charged the same for the one that came out of the Dark Starter as I do other dark crystals, if I recall. The life one, I maybe charged like $1 extra or something, but nothing crazy. Pumpkin Eyebrow disputes Swap Force. Nice. Can finally move on to a better game.
Ooh, I'm a smart bomb.
Jinigo, we're at like maybe 2 dozen figures left, and then we do have like 3 vehicles and then a few level pieces left to go through. Oh, I got to do the creation crystals. Do that. Because I can reset them then if I need to. This guy hasn't played with everything. Yeah, this is a brand new creation crystal.
Welcome to the creation.
Don't even need to reset that one.
Here you can create your very own.
Hey, stop. Pulled it off. There we go. Silly Traptanium portal.
Fired up for.
Okay, we can make a fire brawler. Fine. Alright. So let me pull out my 3DS.
Face the mace. You can put your faith in numbers. Mine is in the club. Face the mace. The beam is supreme. Looking strong. The beam is supreme.
So that should be reset. There we go. 2 clean crystals.
Welcome to the creation crystal.
Which the fire creation crystal has been selling again. It might be leading the store now by itself solo. Because I haven't sold a trap shadow in a while. So yeah, it might be the #1 item now. So it's probably a good thing I'm getting more in stock. Keep those sales going. Let's see. We got an S2 Bash or Zap recently. Yes, S2 Zap should be in stock. S2 Bash I just sold out of because I just put him on sale last week. And like I had 4 or 5 of them in stock. And so I put them on sale and then they all sold out. So yeah, he's out of stock at the moment.
Race for the mace.
Light core.
My numbers are swelling. Race for the mace.
Drop the hammer. Logging some improvement. Drop the hammer.
Can't you reset creation crystals and giants as well? Yes, that's actually what I use. I use giants on 3DS to reset them. On the 3DS, you can use SSA or giants. You can also use giants on the Wii U, and I've also been told the PS3. Apparently not the 360. So I don't know what's up with that. I haven't tried it myself on the PS3 yet, but I've been told from multiple sources that it does work on the PS3. So I need to try that myself. Not that I don't trust people, but because I have the ability to test it, I want to test it. And then I can probably even like make a video about it. But yeah, Giants is the main game where you reset them.
Bring the boom.
There's a used toy store. It's always chock full of used Skylanders. Has a huge variety. How are they on prices, Pirate Dad? Like, what do they charge? Do they charge eBay prices? Do they charge my prices? Do they charge, like, I don't know, GameStop prices? To be semi-reasonable. Like, do they charge $1 or $2 per figure? Should I have you pick them up? If there's anything you know you're looking for the shop, let me know. I could ship you a lot. I'm curious. Yeah, like, what do they... Next time you go, if you can, I don't know, take some pictures or a video or something, like just to give me an idea of what's there. That'd be interesting. Never seen a figure for more than $4.99. That's not bad. That's more like GameStop prices almost. Do you reset the traps? No, I do not. I know it's possible, but I do not reset them. That's the only thing I don't reset. So I reset figures, I reset creation crystals, partly because I know not everybody has the ability to do that. And the big thing with the creation crystals is the ability to pick your battle class. Whereas I feel like, this is my personal opinion, one, the traps are harder to reset than the creation crystals. In my experience, the little bit I've tried it, I got it to work like once. And so I'm like, okay, it does work, but I haven't always been successful doing it. And so my thought process is, while it's fun to evolve the characters yourself and put a character in the trap for the first time yourself, it doesn't really take that much away from the game. Like, you can always change what character you put in the trap, and just because a character is evolved, you can still complete the villain quest. So it's not preventing you from doing anything. Whereas, like, if I send you a creation crystal that already has a ninja selected, well, if you wanted a sentinel, there's nothing you can do about it. Well, unless you have the ability to reset the crystal yourself. Whereas the trap, like I said, you can still put any villain in it. You can still complete the villain quest. You can still do everything. So at that point, it's more convenience than anything, or just, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, like I know it's possible, but it's something I decided it's not worth my time. Especially, like I said, because like I need to pull out another system, another game, and like it's not like here I can just pull out my 3DS while I'm doing this and reset the crystals. I don't know. I haven't had any complaints about it yet. I do have it in my shop FAQ. Like, I let people know that I reset figures, I reset crystals, but I do not reset traps. So
Bolts and lightning.
Man, you just like logging everything and tracking everything. That's great. I love it. And had on 200 different figures. That's nice. I wish I had a store around here like that. I need to go, like, the place I went to most often was actually a Pawn America around here. They always had Skylanders. And so I used to stop by there, but they closed down. I think they might have gone bankrupt, maybe. But they're not around here anymore. And like, my Goodwill like never has Skylanders. I'll have to see, like, there are one or two like retro game stores. I don't know if they would have Skylanders. They haven't in the past, but I wonder if that's changed. If they have any now, I can check that. Otherwise, there's a few other pawn shops, like just local pawn shops, that I haven't been to in a long time, that I should check out and see if they have anything. But just in general, my local scene up here has not been great for finding Skylanders in shops, unfortunately. I kind of miss it, because even if I'm not buying them new, I'll happily buy them used. Just need someone that stocks them semi-regularly. So Pirate Dad, the shop that has all the Skylanders, then, like, do they offer to buy Skylanders? Do you know? Like, where do they get their stock? Could you go in there and sell them your Skylanders?
Now that's strong. The motion of the potion.
They do buy? Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, it's hard for me to say, what am I looking for? Like, that's why I'm really good at evaluating a lot of figures and saying, yeah, that's worth the price. But, I mean, today, like I said, I'm short on Imaginators. Do they have Imaginators there? Other than the starter pack figures? Like, do they have other Imaginators? If they have those, yeah, that might be worth the time. If you... I don't know.
Can't beat the beetle.
You kind of know what's valuable and what's not. It's going to be the pricier stuff that makes sense for you to buy and transport.
Can't beat the beetle.
Maybe I can work up a list for you. We'll see.
Slash and
How do you reset a trap? So the process is basically the same as resetting a crystal.
no chinks in this
Like I've done it on the 3DS once again.
slash and burn.
And the tricky part for me, the method that I learned, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, if there's another easier method. But the method that I was taught was like, you have to take, like I used the 3DS mini portal here, and I have to like balance the trap just right on the edge here.
Patience is not
So
my
like
virtue.
it can read it because there's not a trap slot on here. But like I do it with the Giants game yet, and if you line it up just right, it will actually read the trap, even though there's not a trap slot. And if you can get it to read the trap, then you can, like, it just thinks it's, oh, this is another Skylanders toy. So there's a problem with it, reset it. Just like the creation crystals. Like, that's how I've done it in the past. Now, if there's an easier way to do that, like, can you just stick it in a trap slot? And if you're using, like, the Wii Giants game, can you just use the trap team portal and stick it in the trap slot and reset it? Is that how other people do it? Like, I don't have a Wii, so I can't test that. Yeah, Pirate Dad, if you ever see Spotlight and Blackout, take them. I mean, unless they're asking, like, you know I charge about $50 a piece for Spotlight and Blackout. So if you see them there for less than that, yeah, buy them and we'll talk. Or, yeah, you know how to get a hold of me.
You can hear me growing.
Wolf Shadow, are you saying yes, you can just stick them in a trap slot and reset them that way? Like, if that's the case, it might almost be worth it for me to get a Wii and hook that up.
Armed and dangerous. For the wind. Light core.
All right. This is the last figure. So we got 3 vehicles, including the hot streak that we need to test and see if it's a special 601. My guess is it's not. Like, there's a good chance this is just a standard starter pack figure. But we have to put it on the portal anyway to reset it. So well, to test and reset, and we'll check it out. All right. Doulahan, are the 3DS portals interchangeable? Not quite. For the most part, yes. But if you want to play with the swappers, you need a Swap Force portal or above. So the SSA and Giants 3DS portals do not have the ability to read the top and bottom half of the swapper together. So if you want to play Swap Force, you need at least the Swap Force portal. And then obviously, like if you want to play Trap Team, you need the Trap Team portal because you need the trap slot and stuff. But like you should be able to use the swap. Like if you get the Trap Team portal, I think you can reuse it on all the games. And if you get like the Swap Force portal, you could use that on SSA. So they are interchangeable to a point, but for specific games, you do need specific portals yet. Or for some of the later games to get the recording today. What are you talking about? My favorite Air Skylander. Well, most Air Skylanders suck. So that's a tough question. A few of them that I say I like, though, they're few and far between. I enjoy Scratch. I enjoy Stormblade. I enjoy Popthorn. Gusto and Thunderbolt are okay, but they're just kind of average. Like Scratch and Popthorn are above that. Stormblade's above that too. Yeah. Like those three are probably my top three, I think. Airstrike's not bad. But I guess that's my point. Most of the early air figures are not great. Fling Kong, yes. No, Blades isn't that great. Fling Kong, yes. Fling Kong may be my favorite. Yeah, Fling Kong. Thank you for the reminder, Jingo. Fling Kong is awesome.
Catch a glimpse.
Because he has not only has good design, but he's fun to play.
Sunrunner.
You're welcome, Julian. My pleasure. Okay, I got the supercharged but misplaced the portal. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Those portals are fun. They're cute, right? All right. That's
Jetstream.
Free Ranger is favorite to play with, but Popthorn would be favored by design. Okay, sure. Warnado? I mean, there's a reason Warnado was in the Forgotten Age.
Jetstream.
But to each his own. You can like who you want to like. All right, here is Hot Streak.
Hot Streak.
It is the special. Well, that was a surprise. Everybody see that? Everybody see that? Let's put it on the portal one more time. Show this off.
Hot Streak.
Special. So, this is going to officially be the first 601 item available in the shop. Like, I have to create a new listing for it. So yeah, if any collectors out there want to get their hands on 601, like I said, get in early. That's going to be the best time to do it, because we don't have a solidified pricing structure yet, and so I may be ultimately undercharging for this. But, like, that's my guess. Like, I think I said I'm gonna list it at $10, $9.99, and I think that's a reasonable price to ask. And so that is where I'm gonna start it, and I don't see any reason to go below that really, but I can see that price going up over time. So if you're interested, I wouldn't wait too long on that one. I don't know how often I'll get this in the shop. I do know that it will pop up occasionally because that's how I got mine. When we found out 601 was a thing, I went and checked all the hot streaks that I had in the shop, and one of them was special, and so I pulled that one out for my own collection. I could throw it on auction and see how high it flies. Okay, what do people think? Should we go on auction this Saturday? Rose of Death. I like that idea a lot. I'm liking that a lot, actually. That might be a good way to go about it. It does kind of fall into my, it has a different value than what I normally sell in the shop. It'll be a nice test. It'll be a nice test. Just thinking as a businessman, do it, auction. Okay, yeah. All right. So we'll put 601 in the auction this weekend. There you go. That's your first preview item. Doofy, does the E3 hot streak show up in game, or does it just say special? So yes, it does show up in game. So I can show you here. Wrong menu. There are actually 5 hot streaks that show up. So we have the regular hot streak, that's just hot streak. Then you have the hot streak special, which I just unlocked. Well, I mean, I had it unlocked already, but I haven't saved this. But then we have our dark hot streak, and it reads as dark hot streak special and shows up in game as dark hot streak, standard in-game variant. Hot streak event exclusive edition. So it doesn't actually show up as special. It shows up as exclusive event edition. And then we have the golden hot streak, which also shows up special, but it's also an in-game variant. So this is another weird one that it's an in-game variant, but they distributed it like a chase variant. Like you couldn't just go buy a pack that had golden hot streak in it. And it wasn't even labeled as golden hot streak. It was just in random starter packs. So yeah, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 hot streaks. But this right here is what really sold it for me, that this is a separate item. I'm like, it shows up in the menu separately. It has to be a separate item. I think that's it. Yeah, exactly. Auction could gauge the price to sell it for. So we'll at least sell the first one at auction. It being the first one, I can see possibly going a little bit higher than it will later. Let's see, special hot streak starter pack for $10. There's $22 shipping plus tax, so it costs you $41. Wow, that thing should not cost $22 to ship. But yeah. Doofy, special hot streak is 601, the item 601 that we've been talking about. This is from the Superchargers mobile starter pack. So there was an iOS Superchargers edition starter pack, and when you put hot streak on the portal, it unlocked the game for you. It unlocked the full game. Because I think you could just like download the game from the App Store, but then to unlock it, you had to without paying extra or whatever, you had to put hot streak on the portal. And so the chip inside this hot streak is different than the chip inside the regular hot streak that you would get from a normal starter pack. So if you can find the Superchargers mobile iOS starter pack, it'll have this one in it. Otherwise, you have to put it in the game to find out, like we just did. There's no physical difference between this hot streak special and this one. No exterior physical difference that you can see. The only difference is on the chip. And so that's why you have to put it in the portal, on the portal to see it. Pirate Dad. All the figures you purchase from the used toy store that you're currently looking to sell. I will take a look at that. I will definitely take a look at that. Obsession. I wouldn't necessarily say that you're taken. Because that's how I judge things too. Is I judge things based on the total price. So sometimes people charge ridiculous amounts of shipping. But if shipping plus the cost of the item is still reasonable, like I'll pay the ridiculous shipping cost. So, yeah. And like I said, we don't really know what this is ultimately going to go for. So, I mean, if this rises to the price that eventually people are paying $50 for 601, well, then maybe you got a good deal. I mean, you got the whole starter pack too. So there's other items in there that have some value. And so it's not like yes, maybe you paid $41 just to get that special figure, but you got other items in there too. So it's not completely out of the question, I don't think. All right. We still have a few items I want to test. So we'll jump down to Trap Team. Although we didn't actually have any traps today. So guess I didn't quite need that, but we have 4 levels, crossbow. No, 5 levels. Oh yeah, all the SSA level packs plus Mirror of Mystery and the Archean crossbow. That's all we need to test. So we'll get there. We only have 7 sky vehicles. Isn't there way more? Are there way more? I don't recall. I wasn't paying attention to the numbers, and that may just be for that game file. Maybe I haven't put them all on there. I don't know. I don't recall exact numbers of how many vehicles there are, but there are definitely less sea and sky vehicles than there are land vehicles. I know that much. So why Trap Team for items? Yeah, this is basically it here. After Trap Team, the magic items no longer had magic moments. They all had different purposes. Sometimes they just, like in the later games, they just like give you 500 gold, and it's like, okay, so I guess if I get some gold, it tells me that the figure registered. But I like to see the magic moment and see that it actually is registering as the proper item and that type of thing. Oh, I still have hot streak on the portal. I'm like, what can't be used? I'm using the Traptanium portal for Trap Team. Come on, I did it right this time. All right. So yeah, basically, I want to see this right here when I put an item on the portal. Make sure it's actually reading as the correct item and still works as an so that's why I do it down here. Usually in these lots, I also have traps that I need to test, and so it kind of made more sense then too. That I had to come down here to test the traps anyway, and so I might as well test the magic items down here. But I've just gotten in the habit now, like this is where I like to test them. So. It's quick and easy. And usually, like I said, I have a dual purpose, but There you go. Not counting variants for 6 sky vehicles, if you include in-game and chase, number jumps up to 9. Okay. So I probably don't. So yeah, if there's only 6 sky, probably had 1 in-game and not all the chase, or something like that. I don't know. But I could also see that I don't always put the chase variants on the portal either, even if I get them. Do level packs only playable as in the levels in the respective games? For the most part. So the SSA levels, I believe, are also playable in Giants. But other than that, yeah, the Swap Force levels can only be played in Swap Force. But like you saw, I put the Mirror Mystery on here and tried to take me out there. So the Trap Team ones only be played in Trap Team. And, well, then Imaginators only in Imaginators. Superchargers didn't have them. So, yeah, generally speaking, yes. But the exception being with SSA and Giants, I believe you can use them in both. Now, you can't use the Giants levels in SSA, but, yeah. Clown Cruiser, Dark Clown Cruiser, Jetstream, Skyslayer, Buzzwing, Stealth, Nitro. Oh, okay. So, let's see. I would have had all of those at one time, though. Yeah, so maybe I just didn't put them on the portal. Like, the Legendary, maybe I didn't... Well, no, I don't know. I should have had all those at one point. Yeah, Giants didn't have expansion levels, but they did have battle packs, and you can't use the battle pack items on SSA. All right, so that is it for today. That is all our items, all our figures. Everything seems to work, just the 5 damage items. SCL stands for subscribe, comment, and like. Please do all those things. I'm going to update the shop. Stay tuned for when that goes live. If you are interested in any of these figures, that should be within the next hour or so. I should have the shop updated. Twitter.com/SCLMatt if you want to be alerted to that. That is going to be the only place that I update that up to the minute like that. And I just said that a lot, so I'm going to stop saying that. And I will let you know when the shop is updated, and we will follow up with the auctions after that. So update the shop, update the auctions. I'll let you know whenever it happens. And I will see you basically all day tomorrow. We'll be unboxing 54 pounds of Skylanders. There will be auctions running from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. all day. That is Central Time, of course. So you can do that thing. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been great, as always. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.